back of what Councilor McGuire said, I think the CAO is gonna come in and assign the new position when they get here. You know, that's the person who's gonna determine the direction for staff once they get here. So right now, the consultant's person is gonna hire that, or help to hire that person. That's the people that we do get for our application.
Yeah,
Councilor Lund?
yeah, I don't think you want a consultant to come in and define the terms of the CO. Whoever we hire as a CO is gonna come in and wanna put his own or her own stamp on the job. But I think there are issues that this council could target.
A lot of discussion going on back in the back that it's hard to hear up here, please.
Well, nobody's using the mics, that's why.
See how they're set up. Go ahead, Doug.
Okay, I'm just saying, I think I see
Sure.
the value of a consultant working with this council and the CAO to identify or assist skill sets that we should be looking for a permanent CAO. I mean, this is a big move, it's a big decision. And so I think if our CAO is in agreement and thinks it is a responsible move, then I'm gonna defer to your opinion.
Okay, the motion is option 2, council choose to move right to the filling of the CO position on a permanent basis with the assistance of a consultant to do that hiring process with the council. And there's no review of the organization included.
No.
Oh, no, I wanted.
You want a review of the organization?
It should be a review of the organization, it's a smart thing to do.
Councilor Russell? When I was going through the discussion, Councilor McGuire was suggesting that if we're going to have a new CAO,
Let's be honest about it. Any consultant who comes in here and doesn't do a review of the organization isn't doing the effing job we're hiring him for, so why are we hiring for him in the first place?
Exactly.
Yes, but I wanna make darn sure that
And that's part of the terms of it.
it's in there.
Yes, and it should be, but I mean, a consultant worth his salt is gonna come in and say, hey, you got an organization like this, we should do our search range within this, and this is my recommendation. Let's do it. Let's get on with it.
okay, it's based, consultant based on filling the position. Yes, they have to know what the organization is, but not restructuring an organization. Is that, the consultant isn't asking to restructure our organization. Is that what you're?
No,
That's
he should be able to do a review of the organization so he knows what skill set is required of a CAO.
Oh, absolutely. That's,
You know,
Yes, and that's what we're asking
That's
for.
what we're
That's
asking,
the
no
motion.
more,
no more, no less. So it's clear.
but I want concise direction.
Well, that's what I was trying to get from. If I was hearing that there was some review of our organizational structure that may take place prior to the hiring of the CAO. That's not the case. The review is so that the person doing the searching knows what we need in that part of the review. Councilor Bond?
and we have a review committee in place to work with that consultant and the CAO.
Yep.
And council's here to provide input, so.
Okay. Option 2B. Deputy Mayor Day?
Yeah, no, I actually fully support what Martin was saying before, because if we are paying the money for a consultant, I'm not saying that we're doing a major restructuring of the municipality, but certainly a review of the roles and the interactions and the effectiveness of the various people is a really wise investment of money. Yes, wise investment of money. And so if you want to define that as a review, use the words of review, then that's fine, but I think we need to utilize that money wisely. And that there will be multi-components to it, including helping us to define the criteria for a CAO that's going to be most effective for what we need as this council to go forward. So I'm not sure what the problem is with the concept of review.
I guess
Well,
maybe it was me that took it as two different ways. I apologize for that.
We have a
Councilor Underwood.
motion on the floor.
just wish to be clear, okay, so I want a consultant company that's going to, okay, come in, assist us, hire a new CAO, but look at our organization so they understand it's precisely what the CAO needs. Now, when a CAO comes in, when a CAO has all the job description which they have, which we are not touching, right?
Okay,
They can change the organization any way they see fit
council approval.
with council's approval.
Okay. Any other discussion on this? Deputy Mayor, last chance.
I'm a bit confused now, because if the CEO is going to come in and do some major reevaluation to see what fits him or her, why don't we just go right to the CAO? And why do we have a consultant come in? Why don't we just go, well, then why don't they have the role of defining what needs to happen? So I just see that there's a, I just see that we're paying consultancy wages which are hefty for something that actually we want the CAO to accomplish ultimately.
Councilor Russell.
Mr. Mayor, you're the chair. You're probably the chair of the committee that we struck for this purpose, right? Do you think this needs committee work before we make this any worse than it is already?
I
It's a
think we
pretty
need to
simple
get
thing, isn't it?
requests for proposals from consultants on how they would see this, and it'll come back to council for us to accept the consultant.
Let's get on it.
We'll know what work they're gonna do in terms of reference when we get that request back to us.
That's your review committee, going with
That's right. Oh, question, one last, I was gonna call the motion.
Okay, let's reverse this one too.
Yeah, I think so.
All in favor? Order. Clerk's report number 1. This is the accountability and transparency update.
Gavel, please.
Okay, people are rustling and moving. We have to, we got a few more reports that we can get through here fairly quick.
I'm gonna move the recommendation, and information on it, received.
Receive and file for information. Second by Councilor Underwood. There is one statement in here on a committee that is no longer operating, and I think to make it clear, we should have that a motion to
It's a second motion.
inactive. Okay, right.
One motion on the floor, point of order.
All in favor of receiving the fire and filing the report? That is carried.
I'll move that the oversight committee be placed on inactive.
Inactive or
Place it on inactive.
I'll second that.
inactive or on?
No, just place it on inactive.
Motion that the oversight committee is placed on inactive status. Councilor Russell, any questions on that? Councilor Russell?
Yeah, with the understanding that we would review his mandate on activation.
There you go.
Before anything happens with it.
Was that an understanding with everybody?
Yep,
Right now it's in
absolutely.
abeyance,
Yeah.
but to take it out of abeyance, you have to actually talk about its mandate and redefine what it does, because I think the ombudsman's pretty correct about what he's saying about using committees correctly.
Yep.
Isn't that what your point was, Mr. Mayor?
Well, it's done now unless we bring it back. Inactive. All in favor of that? It's carried. 8.17, the clerk's report 2 is Good Neighbor Award. Councilor Scott.
I would like to follow through on this. I think it's excellent, and I quite liked it, and I think the group, the requesting is Wendy Boy and Judy Watt. I think these ladies deserve a round of applause for following through on something they've done. It's not many people that will stand up and walk a long way because they believe in something that's serious. So I would like to put a motion forward that these two are awarded the Good Neighbor Award and receive a certificate, and to come to council and have a presentation.
Moved by Councilor Scott, second by Deputy Mayor Day.
Absolutely, pleasure.
Councilor Monson.
I think the only, we have to be respectful, I think in this report, the lady who asked for this, from the PF Tower thing, has asked for, it not to be made public until there's a